People, Jebel Kova Sabunevanyabo. Welcome again to Ugandan Gunner TV. Today we're talking about Arsenal 0, Brighton 0. So it's one of those games. It was a weird game. I don't know. It was lackluster. First of all, the weather was terrible, and I'm not blaming the weather for anything, but it just looked like a gloomy, rainy, typical England day. And Brighton, I'll give them credit. Brighton are looking good. They have some talent in there, and they play together. They look like they know what they're supposed to execute, what they're supposed to do. So Graham Potter, their manager, is doing a good job with them. As far as Arsenal, I like the lineup that Teta picked, and it was a strong lineup, but I guess the quickness wasn't there. They weren't playing as fast as they were last week, so it's kind of like an aberration because last week they looked good, they looked strong. Although Tottenham was terrible, but Brighton is a team on form and they've been playing well. They actually in this game they were playing so well. They had so many chances. If they had the good finishers, they would have hurt us. We would have lost this game. But I mean, we hung in there. In the back, Ramsdale. I mean, he was still consistent. Obviously, the shots that were coming in were they were kicking it over the bar. The only one was when he lost the ball and what's his name, the defender Dunk kicked the ball over, and so a lot of their shots were like kicking over. Even Mape and all those guys, they were just kicking the ball over. So there weren't really some gilt-edged opportunities, really, but because they didn't really have any person that could shoot really well. Same on our side. Saka had a couple opportunities. He had their big defender really on skates, but they weren't taking advantage of that. If they would have taken advantage of that, we would have seen more chances and even probably scored a goal. There was a couple of times where he got past him, he ran past him, but we didn't finish. Aubameyang was lackluster. He would press here and there, but he wasn't as up for it as he was last week. So, and that's the thing, it's like inconsistencies. And other people were saying Lacazette would have been great for this game because link-up play would have been good. Actually, last year, he's the one who scored the goal that we beat them at their Amex Stadium. Now, the defense was strong. Gabriel was immense. Ben White, he was there too, but he still has this tendency of holding onto the ball too long. Tomiyasu, this was probably his worst game that he's had so far since he's been there. That guy Cucurella he was good. He was good. He gave him a lot of problems. Um, and so eventually we knew that Tomiyasu was going to have a game like this, because he's new to this league and he's going to have games like that. But it's just bouncing back from that and going back to being consistent. I wish we would have won this game, but I feel like we also were lucky to get a draw in this game because they really played well and they were really putting pressure on us. The times where we had chances to actually hurt them, like the Smith Rowe chance, it he chose the wrong pass and he went and shot, and it was a weak shot. Same thing, there was a point where Lokonga stole the ball and he had Saka on his right and he could have put him in. He chose the wrong pass. So it was like things like that, nitty gritty stuff that just didn't make any sense. So the game it was just a weird game. It was a weird game, but it was good to get the point. It's just you left wishing there was more. You left wishing that they had that snap and that movement. With this game, I can't really blame Ateta because he picked a strong squad. He actually made the substitutes at the right time. Odegaard was tired. He didn't look like himself. Um, Saka was good. I liked Saka. Emil Smith was also good, just trying to make things happen. They always have that enthusiasm. And Pate was in and out of the game, but I don't know if it's because Lokonga and him haven't had a partnership. You need time to build that partnership. So that's probably why it wasn't as strong, but he's still kicking the ball over the bar. I thought he was getting better, at the shooting. So it's just you describe it as a weird game. Like it's just one of those games that not really fun to watch. Just You're just hoping something happens. You hope you snatch it. The big teams would snatch games like this, with a moment of brilliance, and we had the opportunities, but we just didn't take advantage of it. Tierney was okay, but he's been really quiet. He's been having this negative thing where he goes to the byline. You think he's gonna cross it, he passes it back. So it's like this disease of sideways and backwards is still trying to get that out of them. And so it's bad when you start seeing people who you thought were forward thinking start thinking negatively like that. So it's it's one of those games that you just want to forget. You don't want to remember, especially coming off the high of the North London Derby and beating Tottenham, and then you come to this game and it's flat and it's just lackadaisical. It's one of those things. So now we have the international break. Hopefully they can get their mind together and come back stronger. Crystal Palace is going to come through, but man, this is underwhelming. Underwhelming game. I mean, I feel like we got lucky to get out there with a draw because uh, Brighton had a lot of chances. If they had good strikers, they would have really, really, really hurt us. But yeah, that was the game. Very, very meh. So that was it. Thanks for watching.